Terima kasih sudah klik video ini. Tapi jangan lupa guys, klik tombol subscribe karena subscribe itu gratis. Dengan subscribe kamu support channel ini terus untuk upload hampir setiap hari. Ingat, subscribe itu gratis, gak ada ruginya kamu klik tombol subscribe guys. Selamat menonton. Enjoy.
Welcome to the onboard training program of Carco. This video will show one of the direct effects on shipping, brought about by probably the most heinous terrorist acts carried out in the history of mankind. The terrorist events of September the 11th, 2001 led the shipping industry to urgently focus on the possibility of ships being used to carry out terrorist activities, to harm the vital interests of nations, or to cause damage to life, property, and the environment. The International Ship and Port Facility Security Code, commonly known as the ISPS Code, came into force on the 1st of July 2004. Perhaps one of the fastest implemented legislation in maritime history. The ISPS Code focuses on developing a security system for the ships and also the ports of the world. This video will deal only with the implementation of the ISPS Code for ships. Commercial merchant ships are not provided with arms and ammunitions to defend themselves against any act of aggression.
Move on, take us to the master's cabin.
The purpose of the code is to train the ship's crew in preventative measures and also to assist the authorities in case of a security incident. Each ship is provided with a ship security plan specific to the individual ship it is prepared for, based on an on-scene security survey carried out on board the vessel. The person in the office in charge of the vessel security-related issues is called Company Security Officer, or CSO. The contact details of CSO and alternate CSO are posted at several locations in the vessel. Every vessel has a ship security officer, commonly known as an SSO. On board, the chief officer is the SSO, who is responsible for implementation of the ship security plan. In case the chief officer is unable to fulfill his duties of SSO, the master will take over his duties. The code assigns 3 levels of security, based on security threat perceptions, level 1, 2, and 3, whereby level 1 is the lowest level of the threat posed.
We want justice! Corporation down, down! We want justice!
And 3 is for the highest. Security level 1 is defined as the basic level of security, which needs to be maintained on board the vessel at all times, whether at sea or in port. Security level 2 means the security level for which appropriate additional protective security measures should be maintained for a period because of heightened risk of a security incident. Security level 3 means the level for which further specific security measures should be maintained for a limited period of time when a security incident is probable or imminent. It is important for all personnel on board to clearly understand that safety has an overriding priority over security in case of conflict between the two. Let us further understand the various key aspects of this code, which, when implemented on board the vessel, contribute towards the security concerns. The access point to the vessel, and also the access to various areas of the vessel, is an important part of the code. Authorized and unauthorized points of access to vessel are required to be identified in the plan. The authorized accesses are gangway, pilot ladder or access ladder, the unauthorized access points could be anchor chain, mooring lines, cargo bunker hoses. The areas on board the ship which are critical to the operation of the vessel and to the security of the ship's staff are identified as restricted areas and marked Restricted Area, Authorized Personnel Only. The restricted areas are navigating bridge, entire engine room, entire accommodation, entire cargo area, forward chain locker, bow thruster room, deck stores, aft stores, acetylene room, oxygen room, CO2 room, freshwater tanks, lifeboats and lifeboat boarding area. The SSO will carry out a briefing to the crew of the various procedures to follow at each security level prior to port interface or ship-to-ship activity. The vessel has to implement different procedures for various activities at the 3 different levels of security. Let us now understand these different procedures. Access to the vessel. At security level 1, access ladders and gangways to be lifted when not in use. Visitors log to be filled out by all personnel visiting.
Visited this place?
Yeah, fine.
Visitors pass to be issued. %10 of the visitors' boarding and their baggage to be subjected to a search. All boarding personnel will be directed to the ship's reception area.
Yeah, fine.
Duty officer will be informed of the boarding.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill.
At night, switch on the security lighting to illuminate all the points of access, authorized and unauthorized. Duty security watchman to patrol the deck areas with a walkie-talkie and handheld torchlight at an interval not exceeding 2 hours. Port state control officials and government officials to be escorted to the ship's reception area. For security level 2, in addition to the measures required for security level 1, the following measures need to be enhanced or implemented. Dedicated crew to be assigned at the access points. 100% of the visitors' boarding and their baggage to be subjected to a search. All visitors to be escorted to the ship reception area. The frequency of patrolling should be increased to maximum 1 hour interval. To liaise with the port facility security officer for patrolling of the offshore side using a boat or any other suitable means of doing the same. Additional visible patrol should be present on the deck. For Security Level 3, in addition to the measures required for Security Level 2, the following measures need to be enhanced or implemented. No access permitted to any personnel, except those responding to the incident. They are to be escorted at all times. SSO may request external vetted guards from CSO to supplement the security arrangements of the vessel. Vessel to maintain a radio watch and be on standby to receive security instructions from the contracting government. The patrolling of ships' deck areas and other access points to be continuous, subject to the available manpower. Similar to access to the ship, the access to restricted areas are to be controlled as follows. At Security Level 1, any visitors sighted without a visitor's pass is to be challenged and authenticated. Regular patrolling to ensure no tampering of the locks and systems has taken place of the entrance to the restricted areas. At Security Level 2, in addition to the procedures for Security Level 1, no visitor is allowed close to the restricted area unless authorized by SSO or Master. A dedicated patrol is to be maintained around the restricted areas. At Security Level 3, in addition to the procedures for Security Level 2, any shore personnel responding to the security threat should be accompanied by a member of the ship's staff. A good radio watch with all the concerned radio equipment should be maintained for any instructions from the CSO or PFSO or the contracting government where the vessel is currently waiting. All means of evacuation from the vessel should be kept ready, which may include the gangway, pilot ladder, or even the use of the vessel's lifeboat. The cargo handling is also subject to the requirements of the ISPS code. At Security Level 1, routinely check the cargo handling operations as they are being carried out to ensure no tampering of the agreed procedures. Check the cargo being loaded is as per the manifested cargo list. The storage plan to correctly display all dangerous cargoes being loaded. Keep in close touch with the shore authority to promptly respond to any security situation. At Security Level 2, the frequency and intensity of monitoring the cargo operations needs to be increased, keeping in mind the enhanced security level. At Security Level 3, in addition to the procedures for Security Level 2, the cargo operations may need to be suspended. Recheck the cargo details, including the type, location, and manifest details, to ensure only the nominated cargo is on board. Enhance the security measures to ensure no unauthorized access is possible to the cargo loaded on board. The stores received on board are also required to be subjected to control as part of the ISPS code. At Security Level 1, when receiving stores or spares on board, verify the contents of the stores being supplied against the requisition order of the ship, as per the delivery advice by the office or supplier. Ensure the packages have not been tampered with, that is, the customs or shipper's seals are intact. No additional items are to be accepted. Once accepted, send the goods directly to a secure storage area. All dangerous substances should be entered in the inventories register as per the SMS procedure and inventory form. At security level 2, in addition to the measures at level 1, a more detailed examination of the stores and spares is to be carried out. This may include opening up all the packages received. At security level 3, in addition to the measures implemented at security level 2, the operations of taking stores on board may need to be suspended. Stand by to take instructions from the contracting government where the vessel is carrying out operations. The security monitoring is done by ensuring the security lighting provided is being used correctly. The watchkeepers and patrol are aware of their duties and responsibilities with appropriate use of walkie-talkies and handheld torchlight. At security level 1, when the vessel is navigating, ensure the deck areas and surrounding areas of the vessel are being monitored. This can be done by switching on the security lights intermittently and using the searchlight on the deck areas and sweeping the surrounding areas of the vessel. In port, the surrounding areas of the vessel are to be monitored in periods of darkness by rigging additional security lights or using searchlight as required. If suspicious unidentified boats or vessels approach the vessel, SSO should be informed, who will inform the master, and the crew will be mustered. Fire hoses will be rigged, and the high-pressure water will be directed towards the suspicious approaching vessel.
Hello.
The SSO will challenge the approaching vessel
Hello.
by asking over a loud hailer or by flashing a light at the vessel.
Security level 3, Captain. Please implement.
The port facility security officer should be contacted for advice and assistance in such cases. At security level 2, increase the frequency of the security patrols around the vessel, especially when sailing in dangerous waters. When in port, a better coordination is to be maintained with the boat patrol, if provided, and also if shoreside foot patrols deployed. In darkness, increase the coverage and intensity of lighting. At security level 3, in addition to the steps taken at level 2, illuminate the ship's side while underway. This lighting should not compromise the safety of navigation. Consider some options of deterring access to the underwater hull. Maximum personnel to be deployed for patrol. Coordinate with the contracting government in responding to the security level 3 threat. Prepare to evacuate from the vessel if required. Every vessel is provided with security equipment. No firearms are permitted on board. This security equipment needs to be maintained and calibrated where possible at regular intervals. The equipments provided are Ship Security Alert System, which can be activated from the secret locations on bridge, and one more other location, door locks to prevent unauthorized entry of personnel. All other equipments such as lighting, walkie-talkies, AIS, although used, are not included as security equipments on board the vessel. All crew members have been assigned security duties, just as is the case for responding to any emergency on board the vessel. These responsibilities are as per the Matrix 003 of the Ship Security Plan and are displayed prominently. Let us have a look at the several forms that are required to be filled out and maintained as part of the actions taken for various security-related activities. The declaration of security when our own vessel is interacting with a port facility or another ship. 172. Bomb threat form number 170. Security Incident Report Form 171. Security Communication Checklist 173. Search Checklist 174. Port Contact Sheet 175. Port Visited Record 176. Visitors Log, Form 177. Security Equipment Maintenance Record 178. Ship Security Alert System Test Record 179. Shipboard Restricted Area Key Lock Seal Location List 180. Record of Stowaway Details 181. Security System Revision Request 201A. The ISPS code requires that the crew be given training in various security-related procedures, and drills are conducted regularly to maintain the competency of the crew in dealing with security issues. Contingency plans are developed for various situations which are included in the plan. These are terrorism, which includes piracy, hijack, and sabotage. Bomb threat and/or hoaxes. Non-terrorist related criminal offense. Stowaways. Weapons, ammunitions, drug and/or contraband smuggling. The ship's security plan also gives guidance on the search procedures to follow in case of search of a bomb. The vessel may need to be evacuated in extreme cases of security threat or incident. It is important to understand that security of the ship is the responsibility of all.